Hey everyone, I'm Peter Margo, and this is Margo Journey. Yeah. Alright. Don't have enough room for you to watch caption. Alright. Yeah, the number's okay. Oh God. Yeah. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, that's what he's saying. Yep. Same thing with that. You know, the cart. If you're interested in the order, don't forget to tell me your site. Alright, now I get the, my favorite snowmobile brand lineup. All full lineup, but they don't have a website yet. You're supposed to have a website before you announce to the public. They're doing the same mistake as they did with the ad in Snow Go and other snowmobile magazine back then. They printed, they had everything in black and white back in 1983 magazine. For the 1984 the cat back, remember that? It's all black and white. They found out that it cost more than in color, because the rest of the magazines are in color. Yeah, now they're doing it again. Where's the website or the cat? Not the text around one. That should have been taken down. Where is it? Hello? Brad, darling. Where's the website? I want to see the rest of the slut. You only really the few pictures to the part, but I like to do the rest. I'm waiting. Let me know. Comment down below, Brad. If any of you are connected to AutoCAD, let me know. Go all the way up, pass this message along to him. Very important you have a website when you start a business. That's today's world, not 1984. The year 1984. 83 actually. So, think about that. I had to wait a month before I could do the AutoCAD. And I had to go to this dealer in Syracuse, near West Side, close to downtown, and get the brochure. I remember it opened up into a poster like these are two slides, big picture, LT Gray and the Panther. The cat's back, you know. I remember that. I hope the new one, the new Brochures this year would say the same thing. The ads are saying that already. I've seen an ad that, I can't remember exactly the words, but I have it on my photo gallery. I love it. I love this one. It said, so many think the cat is dead. But we're here. Meow. That's what it said. Meow. I love that one. That's my favorite scent. The one in the book. The 50th anniversary book that I have. It's that. There was an ad. Everybody loved it. But could not be printed because it had the dirty finger on it. Yep. Because they were mad. Other manufacturers were making fly rails. They wanted the others to stick with boggy wheel, power fly, only Arctic Cat would have that. But everybody out there, probably the copyright laws and patent laws and everything, would threaten in the last 2 decades. Why would all the laws do between Arctic Cat and Godot? Well, I don't like Godot. Doop. And hey, Godot, you're not supposed to have a link. It's Arctic Cat. Arctic Cat. I call that Morowski. The red Morowski should change it to orange. Well, I don't like your Godot. Now the Liberal Party in Canada wins. We need total boycott. So bye, Godot, everybody. So, I'm sorry, Canadian, if you were watching. You can leave. Nice knowing you. Yeah, it's funny because Brett Darling is the owner of Argo. The same investment group that brought Argo also brought a cat. It's interesting. But two entirely different entities. But will they work together at some point? Who knows? Maybe the dealership. There's not that many Argo dealerships that I know of. Because I remember we used to have an Argo Dick Wheeler. Alternating vehicle. I remember that. It was red. I remember that one. It's for the family. And it wasn't very much used. No. We had our land up near Boonville. More close to the Adirondack side. Can't remember the road now. I think it was only twice up there. Anyway. It was an Argo. It was that time that it was made in Buffalo, New York. Somebody made a funny joke. It's an Argo snowmobile. Arctic Cat, Argo, green, and all that. Hunter green. All up, actually. It was funny. You know that Argo used to make snowmobiles? Oh, yeah. Argo Shark. Back in the 70s. With the hood swoop up like that. Very sharp, almost straight. That's similar to what's Kawasaki Snowjet. Kawasaki Drifter. You remember that? The blue one. In the never were 1983 Kawasaki. They stopped making them. And they had that red Drifter. Was going to change color to red. But they never produced the public. I think they all were destroyed. Because somebody loved Kawasaki and had investigated. He wanted to know what happened to that. He loved this certain model. It was a racing slot. Remember those really a lot sharper looking than any of those production Kawasaki. And he came across this piece of paper and found saying that they destroy and bury out back of the old factory they don't no longer owned. Yeah, that, what is that going on and everything, and then the town got a hold of it. Then the EPA got a hold of it. They once you open a can of worm, found out that all the snowmobiles were in that. Wow, that's a violation because they didn't do the paperwork. Because of the environmental hazard. Because it had oil and gas in them. Oh yeah, deep into the ground. So, making Kawasaki pay for it, not the new owner. The owner got upset yet. Right there, that real rule. Then it was at the junkyard. If they pick it up, they put it in the junkyard. Then he saw them. Saw a cowl that was all cracked up. Didn't see any photograph. I don't know if that's true, what he thought on that part. I wanted to see the poop. Never did. It's all his word. Yeah, I admit there was a really nice looking one. Yeah. All were gorgeous lads back in the 70s and early 80s. Gorgeous. Right now, what is that? That's not a snowmobile. Because they don't have that shape like they used to have those shape. Low. Now they're all like that. High rider, look like they go like that. Plow. The old days like that. Look dragged on, but now with the plow, it goes faster. Too fat. They told me it's too fat, but too back is too heavy. Imagine if you make it back that light and all that and that fast. Ooh, you could probably go 300 miles an hour. I'm exaggerating, but you never know. They had increased power because of the weight. Some sleds are way over 500-600 pounds today. I remember the Panther, 1984 model, no, 1985 model. Look at the brochure. I wanted to compare. Oh yeah, let me see that. Wow, 350 pounds for that Panther. That's light. But that, I think it's that 440. It's used different. 2-stroke. 4-stroke is a lot heavier. Bigger yet. It's designed differently. So you can see the difference. And because the weight, the size, that's why they're much taller on the hood. Yet the clearance is higher from the ground to the bottom of the slot. Then up that part, it's a lot higher. I've seen an old snowmobile with a new snowmobile in the picture. Oh wow, that's huge different. Really high for that. That newer slot with the 70 slot. I'm 5'2.5". I don't like it too high, too big. I'm small, so I prefer that size slot. Up the 70 in the early 80s. That would mean leave. Yes, I did try on the trail cat. That's the only IFS sled I ever rode on. It's very bouncy, yes. And I thought that's the way IFS works. I like that with the leaf. The IFS was like this. But I haven't tried on the newer one. I've seen on Facebook or YouTube Reels, the short. It's kind of like going back to the leaf. But it's way too big. I prefer that would fit. Like when you buy ski, you have to buy it for your height. Same thing. They need to do the same thing. If you're really big, yeah, you go buy the big one. But if you're smaller, buy it smaller. But if you want that power, you will have the same power. That's all you have to do. You're out of the cat and plow. Not for you, kiddo. I don't like the way Kiddo calls it. Kiddo and Plow both a beginner sled. Articat did that too when they brought out the Riot and Black. The single stomach small sled. Not single stomach, two stomach, please. The 400 single stomach. No, it's a lot of work for that. It's like a lawnmower engine. No thanks. Two, please, Articat. Two for the 400. Change it to 440. And bring back the kitty cat for next year. I don't care if it's not too many people. It's the only way you can introduce children to the sport without a say goodbye to the sport. Because parents would say the 200 is too big. And I have some design that you will want to see. I am not telling you on here. Those designs will really boot for the kids. Yep. So I have my my lineup ever since 1973. For 2026, I have that sled still for the kids. 60cc, two versions. Yeah, one completely compared to Kitty Cat, the original. The other one I'm not telling you, a little different for kids. That one they would definitely want. You have to come knocking, Articat. Comment down below. Alright, Articat. Same with you, Plows. Alright, I gotta go. Thanks for watching. Whoa!